Here we are again. Good old Manchester. Watching the trains. Thursday, had to get out of town. So I come to a different town. This one. And let me tell you, it's been quite a bit of a disappointment to this point. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right now, I'm just trying to enjoy a little place to rest, so that I cannot complain too much. But we're going to complain a little bit. Why? Because it's fun. So in a few minutes, we will commence Vlog 8. Hello. Welcome to Vlog 8. It's been a busy week. Doing deliveries as usual. Finding it very hard to find good deliveries as usual. And getting quite burned out in the process of just being around people all the time. It's a really long train. Just got finished eating my Subway sandwich. And I had decided when I came over here that I was going to get a Subway sandwich because I knew that there was a Subway over here. I only eat basically once a day now. Can't really afford to eat more than that. When you eat out every day, basically you're looking at 20 bucks a day per meal, give or take. And yeah, $20 a day just to eat. I may have to get my cooker and start doing some cooking, some oatmeal, some boiled eggs, stuff like that. Occasionally a salad with eggs. But it's getting really expensive out here, guys. You already know that. Pulled up in the Subway over here. And I was greeted quite nicely. No complaints there. Welcome to Subway. Yeah. I said, thank you. That's so nice. I feel welcome now. Went, used the bathroom, came back, get ready to order my sandwich. And I noticed something a little odd about the lady that greeted me so nicely. She had a stare that I recognize. It's called I'm high out of my mind stare. She was so high. Like every step of the sandwich making process, she stared. And kept patting my sandwich like it was about to fly away. I hate that. I hate having to deal with that. I just want you to make the sandwich. I don't want to have to deal with the fact that you're high. I don't know, guys. The country is going downhill really fast. People are just everywhere you turn, they're on drugs. I think, especially over here in this small town, there's not many jobs. Not that they want to work anyway. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. She was working a job. She was just high. I come over here. I was going to park at the train shed. And I'll show you in a minute what I'm dealing with. Here's the train shed, guys. As you can see, we have a vagabond. Okay. That's what I'm dealing with. So, vagabonds, druggies, I don't know, just people that, drifters, they like to sit at the train shed. Train shed was not made for them. Train shed is made for tourists. I mean, if you want to be a hobo, I'm all for it. I support you in that endeavor. But hobos, they go find trees to go sit under. They have hobo jungles. They don't just lay out on picnic benches. Okay? It's rude. You know, it's almost time. It's time for the kids to get out of school. Maybe the kids want to go down here and watch trains. They can't because your lazy ass is all sprawled out with you probably a beer can tucked under you somewhere. I mean, have a little dignity. If you want to be a drunk, you want to be a druggard, go find some woods to go hang out. Gee, these people they make me sick. Of course, I'm not in the best of moods anyway. This week's been challenging, to say the least. I almost get to where I do not want to make eye contact with another human being. You just never know what they want. You never know if they're agitated, if they just want your money. It's just constantly something. You just kind of want to hold your head down and keep on walking. I just try to stay away from people. That's just me. Just when you're around people all the time, like I am now, you're around people at work for 12 hours a day, non-stop. I work with about probably 60 to 80 people constantly in the way all day. Then you go deliver food. There's people in the way all day. Not that they're just in the way, but they're aggressively always trying to get in your space, whether in the road, in a restaurant. That's why I had to take today off. I had to come out here and sit. And if I have to spend $30 on a tank of gas sitting here idling with the AC on, that's what I'm going to do. This is my personal space and no one's going to get in it. They might try, but let's pray that doesn't happen. So yeah, most people think that living in the car, nighttime's the worst time. It could be for some people. I'm not going to say that it isn't. But daytime's the worst. Daytime's the worst because that's when everybody's awake. That's when they're awake. Remember, everything shuts down at 9 now. Even in the college town, everything shuts down at 9. Used to be, way back, Papa John's would stay up until 4 in the morning. Subway would stay open till about the same, 3 to 4. Then you had bars, which I care less about. As long as my Subway and pizza's open, I'm good. And people would, around the college campus, people would generally, the town would be, people would be out and about all the time until the dead time was from like 3 in the morning until like, 6 when everybody started going to work. 3 to 6, 7, 3 hours downtime. Now it's 9 to 6 over there. Over here, I don't really know. I just visit every now and then. But I think everything starts closing right at dark. It's probably about 6. You have the gas station stays open all night. Interestingly enough, the gas station over here, I noticed about 3/4 of the refrigerated drinks. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Just thinking about drinks makes me want to have a drink, so I'm gonna get a drink. But 3/4 of their refrigerated drinks, where you open the cooler, get a drink. I haven't had a soda. I haven't had a regular soda in 2 months. I had a diet the other day. Maybe if I don't drink no more than one a day. Let me get back to what I was saying. Over here, their gas station, their main gas station, 3/4 of their store was alcohol. And it was packed. I guess people couldn't afford the alcohol. They had a little bitty soda section. I was looking for a vitamin water, didn't have those. They had mainly energy drinks and alcohol. Uppers and downers, folks. Granted, this caffeine is kind of an upper, but not like an energy drink. Gotta give me that drink. In the chip section, it's pretty pitiful too. Usually they have like the snack size. There's no snack sizes. It's all big sizes. Half of it was Circle K brand chips. In other words, horribly tasting chips. And other than that, they had Lay's. I'm not a big fan of Lay's, but so I went with Doritos. By the time I got my drink, my bag of Doritos to go with my sub sandwich, it was $8 for a bag of chips and a Coke. My bag of chips was $5 and something. That's crazy. I should have went to the grocery store. Probably could have got it for $4.50. I could have saved 50 cents. All in all, my Subway sandwich. Oh, by the way, she was so stoned. Like, she didn't even know how to start making the sandwich. I'm like, you ready to get started now? She's like, I was just reading something. Yeah, sure you were. What were you reading? How to make a sandwich? Don't you work here? Have you been trained? It's not that hard. First you ask me what kind of bread I want. I tell you, white. Then you ask me what kind of meat I want. Turkey and bacon, please. That was okay. We got through that part. The bad part was the part where she started putting the salt and pepper on the sandwich. She was just like, like continuously, I'd like to say, "Stop! Stop! You're glitching! You're glitching! Stop!" And the next person in line was like, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I mean, she was ruining the sandwich. I had to stop her." And then even after all that, she just stared off. And then came time to ring me up. That took like 2 minutes for her to figure that out. The sandwich was $10, folks. $10 for a bland ass Subway sandwich. I wasn't even gonna get mustard and mayonnaise on it because I was afraid it might be contaminated. But that's the deal, yo. That's the dealio, yo. I'm starting to think that the rest of the country is starting to look like Manchester. I haven't been out of Auburn, Opelika in a while. And I have to say, Auburn, Opelika is pretty productive town. People stay busy. People are goal-oriented. They're all about making money and having that big house, which I think is great. It may not be my goal, but I'm glad somebody has that goal. I'm glad somebody has a goal. My goal is just to stack a bunch of dollars. I don't have anything particular I want to spend it on. I don't want a big house. Don't want a big yard. Don't want a fancy car. Don't want a fancy toy. I just like to eat. I like to eat once a day. What else happened? I mean, I guess I could complain about the Matrix sending someone in my way every time I turn around, but that probably happens to all y'all. I won't do that. When I was in the gas station, there was more druggies, I could tell. Very low weight individuals. One of them bowed over near my car when I came out. I mean, it's a shit show. It's a shit show. I do not exaggerate. And I have no problem eating in front of all of them either. If they want something to eat, they're going to have to ask. I'm not offering. I worked very hard for my meals. For months. I've worked months straight. I've only taken like 3 days off in 3 months. And I cannot afford a vacation. This is my vacation, a 1-day drive. Sitting in my car. That's my vacation. I cannot imagine trying to go on vacation right now. I bet it would be, if you're trying to take a family, I bet it would be 10 grand easy. 10 grand no matter where you go. The lodging, the gas, the rental car. 10 grand. The tickets, the food. 10 grand minimum. I mean, some of these rich people, I guess they wouldn't blink an eye at that. That's still a lot, though. I guess that's why a lot of people go on cruises now. It's cheaper. All inclusive. Once you start drinking these, you can't stop. I was hoping it would rain today. Cool everything off. might get some train footage today. I'm not sure. Might go up on top of that bridge. It cools down a little bit. I'll probably be sitting here all day, much to the chagrin of my compadre over there. I'm homeless too. I just do it in style, baby. I had to work for that style. It wasn't handed to me. Thank God I have a job. Thank God I have a job. You know, the thing about my job is I've hated it for a long time, but it has actually kept me, I'm not going to say it kept me sane. It has kept me in a rhythm. It keeps me on schedule. Yep, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for my job. One thing about a hourly W-2 job is it makes you appreciative, because you know they can always pull out the rug from under you. It's not guaranteed. So you always appreciate. Yep. And I do. I'm thankful. They fire me tomorrow, and I'm just gonna walk out and be like, thank you for the many years of employment. Goodbye. And they might hire me back 6 months later. I don't know. We'll see. Seen that happen a lot. Seen 2 trains already. Looking at my third one just pulled up. I don't know how long this vlog's gonna be. I may pause it. Think a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, I'll pause it.